with so much to see. Chris McPherson says sometimes the best way to grab attention is an old-fashioned one.
Yep, not the best thing in traffic, that's for sure. I ride through town every day, honking and waving.
He loves Gatlinburg, and that enthusiasm everywhere.
Can you escape the legend of Atlantis?
To pull in a crowd, sell him a ticket, put him in a seat, and give him a show.
Oh, we got a show tonight, 8 o'clock. We'll make you laugh.
It's only fitting for a man raised around a stage. This stage. His family's run the Sweet Fanny Adams Theater for nearly 40 years.
It means the world to me. My first year actually performing on this very stage was in 1984. I was in 8th grade. My parents tried to deter me from getting into acting, but I had the bug.
I want to see how you ride it. Right now.
Here we go.
Chris lives by an old vaudeville credo to entertain in the face of anything.
I got a message that my house was reduced to a foundation. I used to come here as a kid because this was my grandparents' house before I bought it. It was devastating. I've tried to remain positive, and I keep telling myself, well, it's just stuff. It's just a lot of emotional memories attached to this place.
Many of the homes here in Chris's Rattlesnake Hollow were destroyed by the wildfires, showing the true randomness of a fire. Chris's home was completely taken, while leaves next to it are just singed.
This is my carport here. We'll go in through the kitchen.
But even in this, Chris refuses to be brought down.
Well, I mean, what's the alternative? I can mope around and be depressed, and that really doesn't accomplish anything.
It's a strength shared by the many people on the Gatlinburg Strip, all touched in some way by the wildfires.
It was really hard to breathe. The skies were yellow, the sun was red with all the smoke.
See a house here and a house there, and then there's a group of them that are burnt.
We hope it's everything back like before, you know.
The pride, the people down here, it's just amazing.
I don't know if it's a Tennessee thing.
Can't really slow down. We got to make that money to rebuild, man.
Yeah, we have no choice. We are going to make it.
Chris says that's just a resilience that exists in the people who live around the Smoky Mountains, and he couldn't be any more proud of it.
You live and work in this community, you're a part of the community, and it's helping you out.
Our doors are going to open for seating at 7:30, and the show actually starts at 8 o'clock.
Popcorn, candy, soda, 3 legs of a balanced diet right here.
Making people laugh and making smile helps me out and makes me feel good.
For all the others, sounds good. Right this way, folks.
Me getting up on stage and performing is me giving back, and I need that for myself. No matter what happens in your life, keep smiling and try to laugh.
A bright and early burst of energy is bringing in the morning to downtown Nashville. The McKendree United Methodist Band's rehearsing, and for this one, Tony Memmel's on lead.
When I was a teenager, I developed a really strong interest in music. I really wanted to be able to play the guitar.
The early drive, the love of a song and the stage, that's a story you know of the Nashville singer-songwriter. But Tony's story is a little different.
I was born without a left forearm and hand. You know, I never really thought twice about whether I would be able to do it or not. I always just knew somewhere down the line I'd be able to play.
What could be better than a grace that leads us home and makes a way? What could be better than your great love?
I take several pieces of this really tough duct tape called Gorilla Tape.
Tony says it was about 8 years of trial and error.
I have just this little space on the end of my arm here where the pick sits.
To perfect these casts, he tears and tapes in seconds.
I fold it over. It's nothing that I've developed, you know, with orthopedic staff or anything like that. It's just something I built on my own at my dining room table.
And it's that know-how Tony brings here. Tony travels all over the country working with children with limb differences through programs like the Lucky Finn Project and the Cincinnati Adaptive Music Camp.
I am an amputee, and I am 17 years old, and I live in Cincinnati.
It was through the camp Tony met student Anna Amend.
There's just a certain connection you get. They know what you're going through, and I didn't really have doubts of I couldn't play, but he just gave me a lot more options of how I could play.
Tony's goal is for music to take his students wherever they want to go, just like it did for him.
The phrase around here is, you know, it all begins with the song. I love that about Nashville. It still really values that.
Na 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 na. Let's try it. Na 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 na.
Anything's possible through hard work and determination. You can definitely move beyond circumstance and become the person that you want to be.
And when the day is feeling low.
He's definitely a good role model and inspiration for tons of people. You know, I know that he's one for me.
I got this fin and you should see me swim. Keep it going. Oh, last time.
My life has really developed in a way that I never really imagined, but I love that it has.
I've been able to see things that I didn't realize other people couldn't see. And I've heard sounds and voices. There are things that you can't deny.
And it seemed like there would be strange things happening, but you just didn't pay any attention to it.
Here in Murfreesboro, there are those who believe something remains here in the fields, hidden deep in the woods. Something that stayed from a violent 3 days a very long time ago.
Rifle section, load with shell, 1,000 yards. Firing by piece from the left. Left section, commence. Cease firing.
In 1862, this is where the Battle of Stones River took place. A battle that left 3,000 killed. Those 3 days are remembered in the cemetery. The old traditions. But come night, the stories people tell begin.
Whether it was Confederate or Union Army, these mansions were taken over by the Army and turned into military hospitals.
Many men died there.
And they'd be cutting off arms, cutting off legs, and throw them out the window. The reason haunts hang around usually is because they died a violent death or they had unfinished business.
I now know that it's one of the most haunted places in the United States.
They fought all around Murfreesboro, so it's bound that they're just everywhere.
The Bakers are taking a visit from Tammy McClendon of the Stones River Paranormal Society. She says someone's guarding a cemetery on the Bakers' property. Someone long dead.
We were here at the cemetery. One of our members, he said that he felt something on his back, almost like someone put their hand on his back. He was encompassed in something that looked like a fog. I was at a certain tree and I heard whistling. I saw this Confederate soldier start running across the yard.
Tonight, Tammy's trying to reach that soldier again.
Are you buried in this cemetery? Okay, so obviously not. Are you someone that comes to visit? Are you saying you're the soldier also that walks this post that we've talked to several times? If I come back again, will you show yourself to me?
Tammy says the soldier never answered her last question, but she says the ghosts of Murfreesboro may still let themselves be known in smaller ways. Like a whistle in the woods. In Murfreesboro, I'm Forrest Sanders, Channel 4 News.